Hey guys, welcome back to the Team Rise. We're all going to rise up together. And today I am going to show you how to write Mutual of Omaha Living Promise Final Expense product. Now, this is a very good product for your older clients that are looking to have something to cover their final expenses. A very easy application process. So I'm going to show you that today. So this is our ARC. This is our web page on how we access our carriers. So I'm going to go to carriers. Then I'm going to go to Mutual of Omaha. Awesome. So I'm going to click Begin e-app now. And then that is going to bring me to my pipeline, which is how I submit these applications. So we are going to do Start New Case. And we're going to do Miss Jane Doe. And her birthday is that. She's 55 years old. She's looking for some final expense products. And we're going to click Florida because we are in Florida. Do whatever state you are in. And we're going to do the whole life product, final expense and whole life. In this case, is the same thing. And then the living promise. Quick note. Case description, if you want to put something in there, you by all means you can. But me personally, I do not put anything in here. So I'm going to do living promise and click select. Quick note, if you are an agent and after you sign your contracting, you can write with Mutual of Omaha as soon as you submit it. You're just, instead of having it uploaded here where it says Marnie Frank, producer number here, it's gonna have nothing and you're gonna submit it as a guest. But in this case, I'm gonna do select user because I am a licensed agent, or she is. I'm also a licensed agent with Mutual of Omaha. And then we are going to just scroll through here. This is if, will there be an additional producer associated with this contract? We're going to say for this case, no. If you wanted to say yes, you put them in as well as their split that they want on that. So 50-50, whatever you want it to be. So here we're going to put Miss Jane's social security number. I'm just putting in some random numbers. We're going to say she's 5'9", and she's 170. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to put her address, 123 Main Street. Do we have one of those in Florida? Yes, we do. I don't know. Tavares, Florida. Perfect. And then I'm going to put in a phone number. Awesome. And then we are going to say, are you a citizen of legal permanent residence of the United States? We're going to put yes in this case, as well as if you want to add an email in here, you can do that. I'm following mainly the stuff that is yellow that you have to do. Does the proposed insured have a driver's license? I'm going to say yes. Most adults do. We're going to say this is in Florida. I'm just going to type in some random numbers. And then in the past 12 months, has the proposed insured used any tobacco or product containing nicotine? Cigarettes, vapes, stuff like that contain nicotine. This question would be yes. But Miss Jane does not smoke anything or dip or anything like that. Her birth country, we're going to do USA. And then for state of birth, let's just do Florida. Will the proposed insured be the owner? This is normally yes. The only time it's no is if like the payer is different. So let's say you have not on this specific policy, but let's say you have an 18-year-old kid and their mom wants to get them a policy. That mom would be the payer and the owner. But for this case, we're going to say the proposed will be the owner. We're going to confirm all this information, read this out to the client, and we're going to say yes. Does the proposed insured have any pending applications or existing life insurance or annuity contracts with the company or any other company? We are going to say no. They will, if they do have one, you can click yes, and then insert the information. If you don't know the policy, you can type unknown, as well as 50,000. Is it going to be replaced or converted, aside or sold? Is it permanent or term? So we're going to say no for this case. As well as if you do say yes, depending on the situation, it's normally no to replace or change life insurance or annuity contract in force. So we're going to say Ms. Jane applied for $20,000 of life insurance, and their risk class is standard. Mutual of Omaha only has standard, or they have graded as well. So we're going to do standard, and we're going to lock and proceed to the HIPAA signature. All right, perfect. So we're going to say Jane Doe is present. Now, if she's not present, simple. You can either click not present and do email or text the signatures. But we're going to say she is present for this situation. And then we're going to, I agree. You're going to review the HIPAA authorization disclosures and then read all this. And then we're going to click next. Now, this is where it's going to go to your underwriting questions, the health questions. So we are going to do this. You're going to read each question to the client, even knowing it sounds a little redundant. So you're going to read all these. Again, for this case, it's going to be no. But during your pre-risk assessment, you should have gotten a good idea about their health. But this is a good double check to see if you missed anything. Sometimes people forget, oh yeah, I had hepatitis C, just. So I'm going to click no. Perfect. We're going to do continue. And then bam, the underwriting is done. It says, thank you for completing the health assessment and your responses have been submitted. So the cool thing with this application, it gives you an instant underwriting decision. So after you lock and do everything with the information, it is going to give you an answer. It's either going to be approved, denied, or referred to underwriting. So we're going to put the primary beneficiary. We're going to put John Doe. And then this is going to be her spouse, 100%. I like to put in their birthday. If they do not have it, then no worries. You don't have to. A contingent beneficiary is if something happened to John and Jane together, or John died before Jane, that can go to, let's say they had a child. So I'm going to do an individual, and we're going to do Jessica Doe, child. So we're going to click next. This is going to bring us to our premium summary. So you see we're at 20,000. You can change this. If you quote it, which you should have quoted it before, you can go lower. You can't go higher. So let's say I quote this, as well as this is where you add accidental death riders or other riders. So let's say she says, "Man, 52, I thought about it, and that's too much." So I can lower it to 15,000 and then be like, "Actually, I do not know why that changed." Okay, never mind. Sorry, you can't lower it. I don't know why it lowered it. Oh, sorry. Modal premium calculations will be cleared at any time the face amount is updated. So you can do it, you can lower it, but it looks like you have to clear everything out. But if you want to add accidental here, it's going to immediately double their coverage. So we're going to say 20,000, and they want to add accidental, which means it doubles their coverage in case of an accidental death. I always say no to this question because you have to put in their banking anyway. So I do not, and as well as you're going to have to print out this and get it wet signatured, and that's just way too much work. So we're going to do the view conditional receipt form. And then the payer of this policy. Now, if you have the owner there, both the owner and the proposed insured will be there. But we're going to do Jane Doe as the account holder. We're just going to go Wells Fargo. It is not, hold on one second. I have to get the Wells Fargo routing number. Three 107 513. Couple things, they can get their account and routing number either on the app or on the bottom of their checkbook. So the account number is 245. I'm just gonna type away. This will also check their banking, so to make sure it's a real account, because I put in a random account number, it says please confirm that these are correct. So here you can either choose a day the premiums will be deducted, or you can choose a weekday or weekday. So let's say they get their Social Security on the third Wednesday of the month. And you can do draft initial premium immediately upon approval or issue. Or you can do draft initial premium on or after the specific day. So Jane's like, you know what? I don't get my Social Security, which she's a little young for that, but no judging here. I don't get my Social Security until the third week and weekday Wednesday of the month. It's going to have to wait till the 28th. So you're just going to put that there. It's going to give you a little thing. If policy issue is after the date selected, premium will be withdrawn on the policy issue date or receipt of delivery requirements. So this will be issued once the premium is withdrawn. So here we're going to lock and proceed to data signature process. And we're going to click next. So here you can email a copy of the application to Miss Jane. It is automatically going to click yes to email the agent a copy, which you should save your policies, every policy, right? We're going to do collect all signatures electronically and do present. Miss Jane is present. I know I put we're in Tavares, Florida. We're going to put that because that's where she lives. We're doing an in-home house visit. Now, if you were doing a electronic application through, let's say I was in Brooksville and she was in Tavares, you would then put the city she's in when it asks what city she's in, and then what city I'm in when it asks what city I am in. Proof identification, we're going to do whichever one of these. So let's just do city you were born in, and let's just do Tampa. And we're going to click next. And it's loading. And then we're going to review the application disclosures. It's going to pop it up. You're going to want to review it with the client as well as read this to the client. that they acknowledge that they read or have read to me and understand all the forms, and so on and so on. We're going to apply the e-signature. And then you're going to do the same thing for the agent. So this is your producer statement as an agent. Do you or the agent have any reason to believe the policy applied for has been replaced or will replace any life insurance? So we're going to say no. She didn't have any life insurance and she didn't intend to replace anything. So, has the proposed insured informed you she has pending or existing life insurance or annuity contracts? The answer to no is no to that. Are you the proposed insured? We're going to say no. If you are writing this policy on yourself, you would answer yes. Are you related? We're going to say no for this case. And how long have you met? We're going to say we just met her. Did you or the agent give the proposed insured MIB, LLC pre-notice, or the buyer's guide? I say yes, as well as these last three questions are yes. If it's no, for the interview in person, because you're doing it via online, you'll just say phone appointment, Zoom appointments, something like that. This is a good box to do list any additional information or comments. And then we're going to click next. This is going to be your agent signing. So you're going to review this and then click I have reviewed the application in terms and read each of the pages. The next page is pretty simple. It is just going to be you to submit to Mutual of Omaha. And then I do not want to do that because I do not want to submit it. And then there's going to be a green line at the bottom to say what the decision of that application is. So thank you again. It was my pleasure to teach you guys how to write a Mutual of Omaha Living Promise e-application. If anyone has questions, please reach out to me personally. And let's rise up and keep on going.